Since I'm alright, this is user Bahuka Joe 18. I'm in the woods in the Appalachian Mountains. It's really beautiful out here, and I'm finding an abundance of these beautiful little grub worms. If I could focus in on this just a little better. See him? He's right there, but the video is kind of rough. He's in an acorn, and so far I've had 2 grub worms since I've been out here. One I found in a dying log, the other I found in an acorn, and I'm about to eat this guy too. But I'm gonna eat him acorn and all, because the point of this whole thing is just really just like tasting these bugs. But I like acorns too, so I'm gonna eat this acorn and this bug together. Or it's a grub. But the other 2 grubs I've had have been pretty good. They're very creamy. Now, acorns are kind of bitter, so I'm gonna taste this half of the acorn first and find out whether or not I want to eat the acorn with this grub, or if it'll just ruin the flavor. So oh yeah. It's a white acorn, so it doesn't have very many tannins, so it's not very bitter at all. So I'm gonna oh man. Yeah, these grub worms really taste like their environment. The worm I found growing in the dead tree, and it tasted like the smell of that dead tree. And the acorn worm that I had the first time, it tasted a lot like an acorn. That guy was mixed with the acorn. But they're very creamy. Their flesh is much chewier than I would have imagined. It's kind of hard to tear through with your teeth. But they're creamy, and they taste like what they're growing in, which is awesome. They spend their whole lives in there. And people see this and like, ew, maggots. But really, maggots are only gross when they're growing in gross things. Like, a maggot growing in some shit is going to be pretty gross. But a maggot growing in this acorn, say, that's pretty good. Sorry for the sketchy video. Just on my little digital camera. But we're gonna crack this open, see if there's not another worm inside it. I was just gonna eat that acorn before I found the worm in it, but then I noticed that it had a trail. See, you may be able to see the small trail, and there's another grub worm. Where's the screen? Yeah, there's a little worm right there. I'm gonna eat him. I wish some blades have brought about the point that it's going to be hard to eat your proteins just from bugs, and that's true. But the thing is, when you're out here in the wild, and if I were really out here trying to find food to eat, I'd be doing other things too. I'd be making my shelter, getting wood to build a fire with, a lot of stuff. But through all of that, you find bugs and worms and a lot of nice nuts like those acorns. Those are omega fatty acids, my friends. And I really love it out here, and I really love eating these bugs. They all taste pretty good.